Great. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this month's edition of the Talking Tim webinar series. My name is Kyla Elzinga, and I'll help facilitate today's webinar. This webinar is sponsored by the Federal Highway Administration and hosted by the National Operations Center of Excellence, also known as NOCO. As a quick reminder, NOCO offers a variety of resources to support the transportation systems management and operations community. You can go to NOCO's website at transportationops.org to browse through links for TSMO resources and news. Previous webinar recordings and case studies can also be accessed from the NOCO resources pages. A few logistics for today's webinar. All the attendees are in listen-only mode by default, but we encourage you to stay engaged by using the chat box to identify your name, title, and the agency you represent. We will have a Q&A session at the end of each presentation segment, so if you have any questions, we encourage you to enter them in the Q&A area as they come to mind at any time. We are recording this webinar, and the recording and slide deck will be available on NOCO's website within a few days. Thank you again for attending today, and now I'll hand it off to our moderator, Jim Ostrich with the Federal Highway Administration, Office of Operations, to get us started. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyla, and thank you, as always, to the National Operations Center of Excellence. You guys always do a great job, and I suggest and echo your comment about anyone that has not visited the NOCO for various transportation-related and certainly TIM resources. Please do so. On behalf of the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Federal Highway Administration, Office of Operations, TIM program, my name is Jim Ostrich, and I'm delighted that we have right now 128 attendees from across our great nation attending today's webinar. It is an very action-packed and very information-packed webinar today. This disclaimer is standard procedure as part of all our webinars, because we do sometimes share trademark and manufacturer information, but as a federal government entity, we do not endorse any of those. We simply set out to share the information. Next slide. So, and one thing I want to share too real quick before I get into this slide, and I'll accelerate here. More important that you listen to our presenters today. There may be some technical issues because of the volume. We have 6 phenomenal presentations, so we apologize in advance if we have any technical glitches, but maybe, Lord willing, we won't have any at all. So today's webinar is a third in a series, third part in a series of 3 webinars that we presented the 6 technologies that you see here for saving lives. They were part of the EDC 7 Everyday Counts Next Generation TIM project that ended this year in April officially, but we're continuing to work with the 46 state DOTs and stakeholders that signed up for EDC 7. But in particular today, we're going to be focused on smart emergency vehicle lighting and unmanned aircraft systems, UAS or UAVs as they're also known. So next slide. Here you can see the schedule. I'm going to go over a few updates here very quickly, and then I'll begin to introduce each one of the presenters, and you can see there. One piece, no thanks, Vishali, one piece that we always cover, the sad piece of this presentation and our world in traffic incident management, which is line of duty deaths, specifically responder line of duty deaths, LODDs as they're known. You can see that number there to the right and the breakdown in red above. The only thing I can say is, beside how tragic and sad this is, for sure, it appears that we're tracking below where we were this time last year. So with what, 4 months left approximately in the year, hopefully we'll come in well below 46. So thank you for everything you do. So incredible. I am so delighted to finally see, and I'm sure you are too, and you all are responsible for this. Huge congratulations and seriously, many thanks to all of you, because here we are. You can see when we started, June of 2012, and year to date now, we have trained over 800,000 responders across all 50 states, DC, and Puerto Rico. It's a major, major milestone, major accomplishment, and all of you should be proud and pat yourselves on the back and be happy that you're still pushing the training, and it's a big part of line of duty deaths. Obviously, safety on our nation's roadways overall, and also obviously congestion mitigation, reducing secondary crashes, and just fatalities and injuries overall. So thank you once again to everyone. Next slide. So here is the bar chart showing the progress by discipline. And we are definitely headed to training well over 1 million responders, as most of you know, I'm sure. But we need to continue to push, as I said, the National Traffic Incident Management Training, whether it's in person, ideally, or it's web-based through our partners over at respondersafety.com, the Responder Safety Learning Network that has the TIM certificate online, as well as Federal Highways Training Arm, the National Highway Institute, the web-based training there. Both of them are equivalent, and both of them are approximately 4 hours in duration. So next slide. This is the national progress map, or what we call the goal map for the nation. And take a second there. If you don't receive the report directly, you can see what the key to the right demonstrates, the number of states that are above 75% or between the ranges that you see there. So there's still 2 or 3 states, 4 states that are lagging behind. And I, for one, am going to make it an effort to help those states that are lagging behind in any way I can, and with help from a lot of you. So thank you very much. The training website that we've now demonstrated the past 2 webinars, I wanted to include it because it's really cool. Now that you can log on, even if you're not a train-the-trainer graduate, you can get on regardless and see your progress as state in real time. It's an interactive map, the bottom slide there, and again, you can view your statistics for your respective state. So wanted to share this again. If you have any questions, next slide. Yeah, thanks, Vishali. Any questions regarding any of this, please feel free to email me. I'd be delighted to share more information or help you out in any way I can. Big deal on the horizon. I think we're 11 weeks out. I'm taking a guess there with the calendar from Crash Responder Safety Week, CRSW. Take advantage of the the QR code up on the upper right-hand side to become an ally in action. Not sure how many we have at this point, but it's important that your agency join us and become an ally in action. You can see the next planning, the planning webinars that we held in July, August 13th as well. Next slide. And very important, the 2025 theme for Crash Responder Safety Week. Safety starts with you. Slow down and move over. Next slide. Here are the upcoming webinars of importance, hopefully to all of you. Planned special events, Spotlight, September 4th. The CRSW All States Planning Call, the next one coming up here on the 10th of September. I encourage you and my colleague Sharon Cuevas, who is an ally now for, in the TIM program office with me, and of course our team leader, Dave Johnson. Sharon wants to make sure that if you haven't participated in your state self-assessment, to take advantage of this webinar and get some training, ask questions, whatever the case may be.